Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. So instead of my usual kind of an August favorites, you guys have been seeing the makeup and stuff that I've been loving kind of on a weekly basis if I've been using makeup. I honestly haven't been wearing a lot of makeup. I've been kind of stuck in the same little rut. And that happens a lot when you're not going anywhere. You tend to stick in the same little rut. So today's August favorites is more about my favorite movies, TV shows, and books of the month. And I may start doing this. I may do like a food one, a movie, entertainment one, and I might start doing several because if I have a lot, I do things weekly, but sometimes weekly just, I don't have a lot. So, but that's what I'm doing today. I'm not wearing any makeup today at all, and actually, in real life, I don't have this much. If you see it, I have some redness on camera, and there's a bug. But on camera, it kind of exacerbates all of my redness. I honestly don't look that bad in reality. But I'm just sitting around the house, watching, I've been watching some movies, and but I'm not wearing any makeup. I'm wearing some tinted lip balm that I'm trying to work through, and I'm wearing mascara on my eyelashes. Where else would I wear it? But I don't go anywhere without mascara. When I get up in the morning, if I do nothing else, I have mascara on the top lashes and tinted lip balm. And that's, if I do nothing else, I do that. Anyway, so I want to go ahead and show you some of the, the stuff that I've been watching and or reading for the month. The first thing, this is, and I'm very embarrassed because I've only read one book this month. This is Danielle Steele Remembrance. This is an old one. It's from the 80s, and somehow I missed it. I don't know how I missed it. I used to read Danielle Steele in high school. Okay, high school was the 90s, but I thought I was well caught up, but I guess I wasn't. But anyways, if you like romances, this is more of a tragic romance. But it is very well written. It starts off in the mid-40s, I do believe, in Italy, and ends up in America, New York, San Francisco, and it's about a woman who, before the war, and I honestly don't know which war. That part I never stuck in my brain. She was a princess. They called her La Principessa, and she was a princess. And she met this guy in the army, an American soldier, and they fell in love, and they got married. And it's kind of her life after leaving Italy. Like, you see a little piece of what was going on, and so that you get the beauty of Rome. And it's so well written. I just loved to read the descriptions. But if you like romance novels, especially comfy romance novels. One thing I hate about most romance novels is they turn out like Harlequins. It's like I'm reading porn. And I don't like that. I always say I've been to the rodeo and I've seen the show, and I really don't need that much detail. I'm not a prude, but sometimes they just kind of go a little too far. But anyway, so that was the only book that I have read. Now, I am, what I do every year, starting September 1st, and I actually started a little early this year. Starting September 1st, I do what I call Halloween Fest, whatever year. And that is a direct inspiration from those of you that watch Buffy, or have watched Buffy. Do you remember the year that Cordelia and Buffy were going to homecoming, and the people were trying to kill Buffy and Faith, and they'd never seen Faith, so they thought Cordelia was Faith, and they said it was Slayer Fest 98 or whatever. That's where I got the idea from. So I do Halloween Movie Fest whatever year, or Halloween Fest, and it's basically anything Halloween related. It doesn't have to be scary. and I did extend the process. I did extend the category to include thrillers. So if there's like The Bone Collector or Murder by Numbers or something like that, I did extend it for that. Because sometimes my mom's watching movies with me and she won't watch the scary ones. Anyway, so next month there should be some Halloweeny movies, or movies, books, whatever, because that will go on until October 31st. Anyway, so let's go ahead with the TV series. I finished, and I don't have second season because I just gave it back to my cousin, but I watched Walking Dead season 2. This is actually season 1 because it's the one that I have, but I needed a placeholder. So I watched Walking Dead season 2, and I'm absolutely loving it. And I got into it, so I should have probably saved it for Halloween Fest, but I was already into it. And then I watched Good Times season 4. I absolutely loved Good Times growing up. Michael here was my absolute favorite character. JJ actually grew up a lot in this season. He started to look more like a man and not a retarded string bean. I apologize for that. I shouldn't have said that, but you get my point. He was nothing but a string bean. He was like a bean with arms. And 3 movies. The first one, I finally got to watch Safe Haven. I've never seen this before, and I very much enjoyed it. I normally enjoy Nicholas Sparks books and movies. Only thing that I can think of that I didn't like was the movie for Nights in Rodanthe. I loved the book though. And Dear John. I enjoyed the book. The movie was okay. I liked the book better than the movie by a hair. But this is amazing, and I still haven't read the book for Safe Haven yet. But this is awesome. It's a nice date night movie. It's very, it's just very comfy. So it's very interesting for me. And then I started my Halloween Movie Fest. And so the first, excuse me, my nose is itching all over again. So the first entry in Halloween Movie Fest, I bought this last year and I didn't get to watch it. This is Stephen King, Pet Sematary, and I got the special collector's edition. It has some really interesting special features about how Pet Sematary was actually based off of experience that happened by Stephen King. Not the weird scary stuff and not the Pet Sematary scary stuff. But he did live in a house. He had kids about that age. Daughter had a cat. The cat got killed, and they had a pet cemetery behind the house. So he just kind of made the scary stuff up, obviously. But this is really good, and it has great special features, which I love the special features. I tend to watch those on everything. And then the last thing that I have watched this month, second entry in Halloween Fest, is The Uninvited. Now, if you have not watched this is an amazing scary movie, and it has a nice little trick end at the end. It's just amazing. I definitely, if you like scary movies and you haven't watched this or this, I mean, obviously I recommend them both, but this one I like better than Pet Sematary. And I love Pet Sematary, don't get me wrong. But yes, if you haven't watched it, I recommend that you watch The Uninvited in the near future. So, I don't have any fails. I didn't read anything or watch anything that I didn't like so far. And a lot of times I go in waves. Most of the stuff is stuff I've had before, but Safe Haven was the only new thing, and of course Walking Dead is a new discovery for me. And of course Remembrance, I never read that before now. But in general, I'm doing very well on my little liking it train. So you guys have a great one, and I'll see you on the next video.